Right. Yeah, Adi, you're on mute. Bye. Mastano. Bye. Okay, chalo, no issues. Let's let's continue the session, guys. Okay, so now we'll discuss about the okay one more concept in the SQL Server. Okay, so first I'll show you how to create the logins. Okay, first I'll show you how to create the logins. Then we'll discuss about um, server roles. There is a concept called server role. Okay, we'll discuss about that server roles. Okay, first let me show you how to create the login. So now listen carefully. There are three types of logins. Actually, two types only. I'll tell you. Okay, there are two types of logins. What are those two types, guys?
Windows login and SQL Server login.
Very good. Okay. Windows login and SQL login. Okay, Windows login and SQL login. There is another concept called okay group login. Group login is there, but I'll tell you. You don't see that group login here, but I'll tell you how to create a group login and all. Okay. Now let's go to this. So now I want to create a Windows login. Guys, functionality wise both are same. Only connecting is different. If it is Windows login, we'll connect differently. If it is SQL login, we'll connect differently. That's it. Functionality wise, a Windows login can be a sysadmin, a SQL login also can be a sysadmin. Okay, so once you are into the SQL Server, if you have a sysadmin, functionality wise, there is no difference between Windows login and SQL login. It's not like one is more, one is less, nothing like that. Both are at same level. Okay, Windows login and SQL login. We can restrict Windows login, we can restrict SQL login. We can make Windows login as sysadmin, we can make SQL login also as sysadmin. Okay, so functionality wise, both are same. So now I will create a Windows login. I'll show you how to create a Windows login. So if I want to create a Windows login, what is the important prerequisite, guys? If I want to create a Windows login, there is a prerequisite. What is the important prerequisite?
Um, the already user present in Windows login.
Very
list.
good. Windows users list. User. Okay. Don't get confused. User is different. Login is different. Okay. If I want to create a Windows login in the SQL Server, already a user should be created in this machine, guys. Is it clear? Everyone, is it clear, guys? If I want to create a Windows login, okay, in the SQL Server, a user should be created in the Windows users list. Is it clear? To create Windows login, we should have Windows user in the Windows level. Okay, so now let me go back to this. For example, see, let me show you the example also. I'm trying to create a login. Okay, right click, new login. Which login you want to create? If it is Windows login, choose Windows authentication. If it is SQL login, choose SQL authentication. Now click on the search button. I want to create Windows login first. Okay, so I'm selecting Windows authentication. Click on the search button. Okay. Now I want to give the name of the login, right? Tell me any name, guys. We'll create the login for them. Your wish.
Dimitri.
Dimitri is already there.
Manju?
Dimitri
Okay.
is already there.
Paul.
Create my name. Manjunath.
What is your name? Manjunath. Okay. Okay. Let me go with Manjunath. Okay, Manjunath. Right. So if I click on check names, I'll get the error. Why?
Because he don't have the access in Windows.
He was not created as a Windows user. I told you, right? One prerequisite is there to create Windows login. You should be part of the Windows users list. So can you see Manjunath here in this list? Can you see Manjunath here?
No.
Okay. Let me open that list. How to open that list? Windows R lusrmgr.msc local user manager.msc. Can go to user section. Can you see Manjunath here? No. So that's why when you are searching, okay, I am getting an error. See, what is the error? An object, user, or built-in security principal with the following name cannot be found. Manjunath. cannot be found. So let's go back to this screen. I am going to create, guys, this will be done by the Windows team, creating users in the Windows level, adding them into the administrator group will be done by the Windows team. So you don't worry. Okay, now I'm just showing how to do that, how they will do that. Okay, new user, Manjunath. Okay, tab, full name, you can leave it. Again, tab, you can leave it. Password, I'm giving strong password. If I select this option, why? Because Manjunath's password I know, right? I know Manjunath password. So I can misuse Manjunath password, right? There is a chance that I can misuse Manjunath password. How can I avoid that? If you are new to the bank ATM, they will give you one pin to you, correct? Initially, they will give one pin. If you enter that pin, immediately what screen you will get it? The ATM
User must
screen.
be
change the password.
Immediately, the
Change.
next screen will be create new pin, correct? I know Manjunath password, I can misuse the Manjunath password. So that's why if you enable this option, when I am trying to log in as Manjunath for the first time, it will ask me to change the password. Okay, so that's why when we create an account for Manjunath, we'll give these details to Manjunath. So Manjunath will try to log in for the first time. Immediately it will ask him, it will prompt him to change the password. So Manjunath will give his own password. So as a DBA, I don't have control on Manjunath's password. Clear, guys? So that's why user must change password at next log on. Clear? Is it clear? Okay, so generally in the organization, Windows team will select this option. But for now, it is a time-taking process. So that's why I'm not selecting this option. And I'm just selecting user cannot change password. Password never expires. Okay, I'm just creating, guys. Close it. Okay, now you can see Manjunath is there in this list. Now go to the same screen. Last time, if we click on check names, we got the error. Now try clicking on check names. See here. Did you see, guys? Computer name / Manjunath now. Click OK. Now forget about the server roles. Means what kind of access we can give to Manjunath, that will be discussed later. On what database level we can give access to Manjunath, that will be discussed later. So this is how we'll create the login and then click OK. For Windows login, we'll simply give the name. But before that, make sure your account is created in this section, local user manager. Okay, in the users and group section, and then create a login. As of now, it's just a normal login. Manjunath is just a normal login. Now, Manjunath can connect to SQL Server, guys. Tell me. Manjunath can connect to SQL Server now?
Yeah,
No?
yes.
No or yes?
Yes.
Type your answers
Yes.
in the chat quickly. Type your answers in the chat. Manjunath can connect to SQL Server or not? I want to see how you understood this concept. Quickly, guys. We have only 1 minute time. Okay. Puja, Amma. Salem. Next. I need answers from everyone, guys. Everyone. Only few people respond, guys. If you don't respond, I'll ask your name again. I'll call your name to respond. Whatever it is, just type your answers. That's it, huh? Balaji responded, huh? Balaji, okay, Balaji responded. Ajay, Venkat, Anil, Asturi, Manju, Ravi, Suresh, Pallavi, Sudhakar, Josh, Deepak. Where is Shibin? Okay, Shibin responded, okay. Okay, Manasa? Mujfar Alam, Raviteja, Satish, Suryasri, Venkat Ambati, No answer? No. Okay. Fine. So those who said no, Shalem, Satish, and one more guy, Suresh, I guess. Suresh, Pooja. Why it's no? Is it Inky Ponky no? Or how?
But first, he has access to Windows server, no? Not an SQL server. This is the first idea of
Okay. Yeah, I just want to listen. Yeah, how you understood this concept. Okay, no problem. Continue. Next. Satish, why? Why no? Just asking casually, guys. Why? Because I'm spending yesterday, today also I'm spending on this. Okay. Again, if you don't understand the basic concept, it will be a problem. So why no? Just tell me your answers. Sir, I don't listen your question. I just send as no. That's okay, fine. But in case if you don't understand it properly, okay, so then again I have to rephrase it. That's why. So why no, Satish, Suresh? Suresh, why no, Suresh? Pooja, okay, you answered, right? Suresh,
I
Satish.
mentioned is the one reason, I guess.
What is that?
So the same reason, like as the user is don't have permission to the server, so that is the reason I
What is
mentioned.
the okay, very good. What is the meaning of permission to the server? What is that means? How he will get permission to the server? Who can access this
So
server? At least tell me that point. Who can access this server? This Windows server. Who can access this Windows server?
who have access to the Windows, they can access the server as well.
How to check who has access to this server? How to check? How to understand who can access, who can have access on the server? How? Did we discuss that point?
Yeah.
Now tell me how to understand who has access on this machine, or how to check who has access on this machine.
The list.
in
Users.
SQL server.
Not SQL Server, Windows. You said about Windows, right?
So it should be in the local user group in the user.
Yes, Satish, and some other, Suresh,
With the list
Pooja.
of Windows server.
See, database level, I'm not asking whether he can connect to the SQL Server. I'm asking Suresh. Okay, database level, I'm not asking. I didn't use that word, the database, whether he can connect to the SQL Server or not. I used that word. So, who has access to this server, guys? How to check? Overall can access this Windows machine. How to check?
The list of
Correct.
users.
Correct. You can see answer on the screen itself. Who are all part of this list, they can all access the Windows server, right? If they can't access Windows server, if they are not part of this list, how I am able to create this login? How I am able to create this login? Pooja, Satish, if they are not a part of this list, first point is who are there in this list, they are all can access Windows server. If you are not part of this list, I cannot create this login, right? I told you, right? The minimum prerequisite, you should be part of the Windows user section. Okay. So now Manjunath can connect to SQL Server, but Manjunath is not having complete access, but he can connect to SQL Server. My question is, he can connect or not? Answer is yes, he can connect. Why? He is a part of this logins list. Forget about this users list. Forget about it. Forget about it, guys. Very simple. Who are there in this list? They can all can connect to SQL Server. Is it clear now, Pooja? Satish?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Forget about whether he is part of Windows, whether he is having Windows access or not. Forget, leave it. No issues. Who are all there in this list, they can connect to SQL Server. Good now? Right.
Yeah.
So now this is how we'll create a Windows login. Later, I'll show you how to give the permissions. First of all, you should be clear how to create the logins. Okay. If you want to create Windows login, what is the prerequisite, guys? What is the prerequisite if you want to create a Windows
We
login?
have to create a user from the
Correct.
Windows.
Yes, in the Windows level, we have to create the user. Then only we can create Windows login. Now let's create a SQL login, new login. This time I have to choose SQL authentication. It's a SQL login, right? So for SQL login, no prerequisites. You can create any name. You can give any name. Okay. So let's go for another name. Let's go for Chandana this time. Okay, Chandana. Right? So when you select SQL login, see password it is asking. Password, confirm password. For Windows login, you don't ask password. Why? While creating the user, we gave the password here itself. That's why you don't ask password. If you choose SQL authentication, it will ask the password. So I'm giving a strong password. Okay. Minimum 8, one caps, one small, you have to give, otherwise you don't take it. That's it. Okay. That's it. Again, the same scenario. I know Chandana password, right? I can misuse, right? How can I avoid that?
User must change password at next.
You can see here. See here. There is an option called user must change password at next login. So next when Chandana, I'll give access to Chandana and I'll tell to Chandana, hey Chandana, your account is created in so and so SQL server and this is your password. Chandana will try to connect to that SQL server. Chandana will give default password. In the next screen, Chandana will get one more screen to change the password. So Chandana will change the password immediately. So I cannot use Chandana's account next time, even though I know the password. Okay. Now this is how we'll create the SQL login, guys. That's it. That's it. This is how we'll create the SQL. Just refresh it. You can see in the alphabetical order. Chandana is created, Manjunath is created. How to differentiate which one is Windows login, which one is SQL login? Now tell me.
The initial
The name also.
Windows name,
System name.
computer name.
Very good. If you see computer names with the username, that is a Windows login. If you see just username, sorry, this one. If you see just username, that is a SQL login. Clear, guys? Is it clear, everyone?
Yes. Yep.
Are we good now? Now, I have a quick question
Yes.
for all of you. Now, the same concept I'll extend, guys. Okay, where is this diagram? Yeah. Now imagine 100 users are there. They all wants to connect to SQL server. In that scenario, 100 Windows users, they all wants to connect to SQL server. How we can do that?
I think we
First,
can
the
we can do
user won't connect because if login present, then only the user will be created, right?
Yeah, okay. Users in the sense, not the word user, 100, what I can say, 100 developers. Okay.
I think
We
we need
can
to create a
create
group, a group, a group, a group.
We create a
Very good.
group.
You can create
Sharma.
a group and add the users there.
And then add that group and
Very
give
good.
them
Login.
access.
Very good concept. Yeah, that is called group login. So now listen carefully. Now listen carefully. In the organization, we don't give individual access to Chandana, to Dimitri, to Ram. Like that, we don't create. Why? Because imagine Dimitri, Manjunath, Ram, Chandana. How many users you can see now? Total 4. If 400 users are there, how you can see this list? You can see all 400 users here, right? If 4,000 users are there, users in the sense those who are trying to access SQL server, you can say developers. Okay. If 400 developers are there, if you are giving access to each and every person, you can see 400 user developers list here in this list, correct? If 4,000 developers are there, you can see all 4,000 people here in this list, correct, guys? But is it good, guys? Is it good?
No.
No, not at all. Why? What is the challenge? I'll tell you.
Maintenance.
Yeah, very headache. So in case if, for example, one DBA is there in the organization, okay? This is the organization. Now, Okay. Now, one guy is there, same Dimitri. Let's go with Dimitri. This guy wants to access all the SQL servers. So what I have to do? Correct? Is it clear, guys? Right? This is how we have to create login to Dimitri on all the servers, right? Then only can connect to SQL servers, right? Is it clear, guys? Very simple concept. If you want to access one SQL server, I have to create one account for you in that SQL server, right? In like that, I have 100 SQL servers are there. How many accounts I have to create to Dimitri? Guys,
100.
100 accounts I have to create only for Dimitri. Only for Dimitri, I have to create 100 accounts. Like that, in my DBA team, 10 DBAs are there. 10 DBAs are there. They all wants to connect to 100 servers. How many accounts I have to create?
1,000.
1,000. 10 into 100, 1,000 users I have to create. If Dimitri left the organization, Dimitri got good offer, he left the organization. Again, I have to delete access to Dimitri on all the servers, right? Correct, guys? Again, I have to remove the access to all the servers from Dimitri, to Dimitri, right? I have to remove the access to Dimitri. Guys, is it clear? So, like
Yeah.
this, if 100 servers are there, I have to remove access to Dimitri from all 100 servers. If 1,000 servers are there, I have to remove access from all 1,000 servers. Adding, giving access, removing access to each individual user is a headache process, guys. It's a headache process. That's why what we will do, we'll follow a concept called group login. I'll explain about group login in the Active Directory concept. Okay, I'll explain about the group login in the Active Directory concept. So what we will do, we'll simply create, okay, one group. We'll simply create one group of DBAs. In this group, one person can be there or multiple persons can be there. Okay, you can create a group. This is a SQL DBA group. Okay, sorry for that. SQL DBA group. Okay, so what we will do, we'll create a group, guys, with one user initially. Later, Chandra also joined as a DBA. This group is having access on all the servers, guys. Okay, this group is having access on all. Listen carefully, this is important. Of course, everything is important only, but this is very important. Okay, and done. No. So, three, four, five, okay. Mm. Now see here, guys. Now, what we will do in the organization, we will simply create a group login, guys. Okay. So this group is created. Okay. What will happen, this group will be created in each SQL server. So for example, if any new guy joined to this group, we'll simply add that guy to the existing group. So automatically the access will be reflected in each group. No need to give separate access, guys. Are you getting the point? What I'm trying to say, is it clear, guys, everyone? So we don't
Yep.
follow individual logins concept in the organization. We'll follow group logins only. Only once we'll create the group login. Later, if Dimitri left the organization, I'll remove his account from the group. So immediately it will be synchronized in all the groups. His account will be removed immediately in all the groups. If we have 1,000 servers, from all 1,000 servers, Dimitri account will be removed. Why? Because the whole group you are using, group concept you are using. If you remove Dimitri account from the group, if he left the organization, immediately next second itself, his account will be removed from the whole, from all the servers, guys. That is the use of the group login. So that's why we'll follow group login in the organization. Is it clear, guys, everyone? So if you have only individual logins concept, giving access and revoking the access is a headache. And the list also will, it's not looking good and all. If you see 4,000 developers here or 400 developers in this list, how big it will be, the logins list and all. So while giving and removing access, it will create a lot of headaches. So that's why we'll follow a concept called group login, guys. Only once we'll create the group login. I'll show you the magic of group login. See here, what I'll do, I'll create 3 users. Okay, I'll create 3 users first. Just for example, I'm using 3 users. So I'll go with this time I'll go with the Kasturi. Okay, Control A, Control C, tab, and I'm giving one password, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I'm just unchecking this one. Clear, close. Okay, next, new user. Next, Dimitri, Deepak, okay. Shalem, let's go with Shalem. Just randomly I'm picking, guys. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm checking this one. Create. And next, let's go with okay, Suresh. Okay, done. So create and close it. Now what I'll do, guys, I'll create a group login. Okay. So now go to groups, right click, new group. I'll add them into SQL DBS group. Okay, SQL DBA group, create and close it. Now you can see SQL DBA group, right? All right. No one is there in this list, right? Now I have to add all 3 people here, right? Add it. I'm going to add Suresh. I can add everyone at a time, semicolon. Shalem, semicolon, and Kasturina.
Kasturi.
Okay, Kasturi. Check names. You have to give correct names, otherwise it will, see, if I'm giving extra name, see here I'll give semicolon. I'll give Surya here. It don't take. Why? I didn't create it Surya account. Name not found. Okay. So like this, it will throw you the error. Click OK. Now apply and OK. That's it, guys. I created the SQL DBA group. Okay. Now go to here, right click, new login. What authentication you have to choose? I have created Windows level users, right? Windows authentication you have to use. Search now SQL DBS. Instead of Kasturi individual account, instead of Suresh individual account, instead of Shalem individual account, I am grouping them together. I am creating only one account for SQL DBS. I'll get the error. That's okay, fine. Click on the object types, click on the search groups, click OK, and then check names. Now you can see computer name / group name. Click OK and then click OK. Now see here, guys, group login is created. Now who can log into this SQL server? Can anyone tell me? Now Surya is there in this list. Sorry, Surya, not Surya. Shalem is there in this list. Tell me, guys.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, you don't know that. You cannot see that Shalem in this list, right? Correct?
Yes.
Now Kasturi is there in the logins list. Can you see Kasturi name in this list? Kasturi name, can you see
No.
Kasturi? No. You cannot see Shalem here.
No.
You cannot see Suresh here. You cannot see Kasturi here. But can they log into the SQL server now?
Yes.
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 Yes. Why? Because they are part of this group. So Shanmukh, how to know who are all part of this group? That is the next question, right? Correct. I want to see who are all part of this group. You can use one command called xp underscore login info. Okay. You can just drag this group name. Okay, comma members. Members you can type. Alt X will give you the list of all the users. Now Kasturi is not part of this list, but she is part of the group. Shalam is not part of this list, but he is part of this group. And Suresh is not part of this list, but he is part of the group. Can he connect to SQL Server, guys? Can they connect to SQL Server? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Let me open SSMS with run as different user. Okay, I can give Kasturi here. Kasturi password. Okay, I'm giving the password. While creating, I gave one password, right? I'm giving that password. And in the same way, I can open, okay, I'm closing the other SSMS. I can open again SSMS with a different user. I can give Suresh and Suresh can connect and Shalim can connect. Why? They're all part of the DBA group. And I create a DBA group for them. So that's why they all can connect. This is how group login concept will work, guys. This is how it will work. In the organization, instead of 3 logins, now if I remove, see, I'll show you the demo. Once let's SSMS open. Once it's open, I'll show you the demo clearly. Now it's open, right? Kasturi you can see, right? Kasturi you can see. Now Kasturi can connect or not?
Connect.
Yes.
Default instance, right? She can connect. She can connect, right? In the same way, Shalan can connect. In the same way, Suresh also can connect, but they are not in this list, right? Can you see Kasturi? No, but still she is able to connect. You have to understand like this. Why? Because she can be a part of any group. How to identify a SQL login, a Windows login, and a group login?
SP underscore login info.
No, I want to see
By naming.
by just looking at the names. How can
Okay,
The symbol, the symbol.
This is a SQL login. You can see just name. This is a Windows login, computer name plus login name. You can see this is a group login. See, 2 people are there in the icon with server. Can you see, guys? So using this icon, you can identify, okay, this is a group login. Maybe people are there in this list. So that's why Kasturi is able to connect. Clear, guys? Is it clear? Is it clear? Now see here. I don't remove access to Kasturi here. See the magic. I'm removing Kasturi from this group. Okay. Removed. Apply. Okay. Now can Kasturi access this server, guys?
No.
I'm
No.
disconnecting.
No.
Again, I'm trying to connect as a Kasturi. Oh, this SSMS is still remembering. Okay, let me open SSMS with a different user. Right? SSMS. Right click. Run as different user. I'm giving Kasturi. Okay, so now Kasturi, if you click on connect, she'll get their login field for the user. Why? She's not part of the logins list group. Now, if you see, if you go and check, right, earlier she is part of it, right? Now, if I execute again, you can see that Kasturi is not part of it. Is it clear, guys? Now, if I want to remove access to Kasturi from 1000 servers, do I need to go to each and every server and I have to remove, guys? No. Simply if I remove her from the group, immediately in the next second, she will lose control on all the 1000 servers, guys. If I want to give access to Kasturi in all 1000 servers, no need to log into each and every server, no need to create login for Kasturi on all 1000 servers. If I simply add her to the existing group, they can simply connect to the SQL server. That's how it will work. That is the power of the group login, guys. Is it clear now? Group login, everyone.
Yep.
Yes, this is clear, Shanmugh.
Yes,
But
yep.
the group login all have the same access?
Yeah, very good question. Group
Permission
login.
wise, like
Yes.
yeah, if I need to give, for example, I have 3 people. For one, I want to give read, for another
That is
read
not
write. So
possible.
can I do?
No, that is not possible. All
Yeah.
group members will have same access. If you give sysadmin, all these 2 people now become sysadmins.
Okay.
Yeah, in this group, why? Because if you want to give permission separately, you should have an account like this, separate account. But all
Okay.
are grouped together, right? It will treat the whole group login. So all of this group member will have same level of access. So Shanmukh,
Okay.
I want to restrict them. How we can do that? We can do in another way. There is a
Okay.
concept called deny. Using that
Okay.
deny concept, I can deny them. Okay, but
Okay.
permissions wise, I cannot give single different permissions to the group members. Okay, permissions wise, I can give access to the whole group. So permissions also will be applied on the whole group. I cannot give individual access to again individual users in this group. Okay,
Okay.
if you want like that, again you have to create one more group with that user. Are you getting
Okay.
the point? For example, 10,
Yes.
10 developers are there. 8 developers are senior developers. Two of them are junior developers. What I'll do? I'll create a group for all senior developers with same level of access. I'll create
Okay. Okay.
one more group for junior developers with same level of access.
Okay. So grouping in organization grouping is like created based on permission level, not
Correct.
functional wise.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Good now, guys. Are we good now?
Shanmugh sir,
Yes,
can we
yes.
add one more user to this
Whenever
building?
you want, you can add one more user. You can, how I removed in the same way, you can add also. Okay. If you want to add, say, for example, who asked this question?
Anil sir.
Anil. New user. Anil. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
So in group section, I am asking.
That's what. Without creating user, can I add there? Without creating your account here, can I add directly in the group? Are you getting the point, Anil? I have to
No,
create
no.
an
Yes,
entry for you, right? So that's why I'm creating an entry now. Close it. Now go to groups. Go to SQL DBA groups. I'm going to add Anil now. If I create there, then only I can add here. Click OK. Apply. Okay. Now Anil got the access to SQL Server. See, you can see 2 users, right? Execute this query again. I didn't give access to Anil now. Once he was part of the group, he immediately got the access.
Yes.
Clear, guys? So I can add users to the group. I can remove users from the group whenever I want. Okay, but in the organization, we don't create groups. We don't add people to the groups. Who will do that? Who will do that? Windows team will do that. So I'll tell you one way. I'll tell you simply, I'll tell you one thing. Very important. If someone comes to you, hey, DBA team, I am from so and so development team. I need an access on so and so database. So what you have to do first? For example, Suryasri is a developer. Okay. Suryasri asking, hey, DBA team, I want to access Dell production database. I want to access Dell production database. Can you give me the access? She just sent an email like this to the DBA team, or she just raised a request in the service now. So what we have to tell to Surya? Hey Surya, let's go. Let's do one thing. Go to the Windows team first. Ask them to create a group login for you. They will create a group login for you. Come back to us. Tell me the group login name. We'll create an access for you. This is the standard procedure that we'll follow in the organization. Some people, they will directly create a login for Suryasri. Some people, they don't create. You can still create a direct login to Suryasri, but that is going to give some extra work for you. And the list and all will not looks good. The login list and all will not looks good. It will be very difficult to manage the a big list of logins. So some people will follow standards in the organization. Some people will not follow standard. What is the standard? You have to go with the group login concept. So Suryasri, Windows team will create a group login for Suryasri, and Suryasri will give the name to the DBA team. And based on that group login name, will create a Windows login in the SQL server. In that way, Surya will get the access. Tomorrow, if someone comes to us, hey, I belongs to Surya team, I want same access as Surya, what we will do? In that scenario, next time if someone is coming with the same request, what we will do? Hey,
Just
do one
add them
thing.
to the group.
Yeah, do one thing. Go to the DBA, go to the Windows team. Ask them to add a so-and-so XYZ group. They will add that new guy to the XYZ group. Automatically, this XYZ person will get the access on the SQL server. No need to do anything from our side. Are you getting the point, guys? Is it clear?
Yes.
Are we good now, guys? This is how group login concept will work. Okay. So creating groups, adding the users into the groups will be done by the Windows team. Only for group will create an entry in the SQL server and will give the access as per the request. That will be done by the SQL team. That's it, guys. Questions you can ask. That's it for now. I don't want to again
They
overload.
only access with
Yes,
the
yes,
group
yes.
now. They can't alone access on the with their
Sorry,
name.
sorry. I'm not getting your question.
Sir, they can access with the group only because they are in the group.
See,
Alone, they like
Yes.
Kasturi was in the group. But
Hmm.
alone, there is no login for Kasturi. So they can only access with the group, whole group.
Using that group, they can access. Yes.
Yes.
Correct. Using that group name, they can access. If the whole group is deleted, again, Kasturi and all the group members in that group will lose the control on the SQL server.
Sir, is there any limit of the users?
No limit.
For
No
one
limit. Same 32,000, same limit. No limit on that.
Sir, is it possible to create the SQL Server authentication?
Sorry? No, group login, we don't have SQL authentication. Only Windows authentication we have. SQL level, you cannot group them.
Sir, no?
Windows level only you can group them. Yes, please.
In login also, that group will be created by Windows team, right? Logins, under logins.
Whatever
If you create group in...
Whatever you are going to do in the SSMS will be done by the DBA team. Whatever I did in this screen, lusr.mgr.msc, whatever I did in this screen will be done by the Windows team. That's it.
Okay.
Once they did this,
under logins,
I can create this login. They cannot connect to Windows.
Senior,
yes,
senior DBA or junior DBA? First we have to create.
Depends. Generally, junior DBAs, they don't give access to others. Only senior DBAs will give access to others.
Oh.
Junior DBAs will not have complete access to give access to others. Okay. So again, senior or junior, okay, generally in the organization, only trainee DBAs will have a separate roles and responsibilities. Remaining all of them are grouped together only. So everyone can do anything, but you should have clarity what you are doing and all. Okay, so by mistake, if you delete something with your access and all, it will create a problem, right? So it's not like junior DBA, senior DBA, all are grouped together only. Maybe if you are a trainee DBA, 1 year experienced DBA, they don't give access to all the things. But generally, like all the DBAs can give access to others, guys, not like senior, junior and all. Okay.
And giving permissions to a certain database will be in our hands only, right?
Yes. It will be in our hands only. Yes.
Okay.
It will be in DBA's hands only. If you want to give any type of permissions, it will be in DBA's hands only.
Okay. Sharmukh, like, are we going to discuss like AD concepts, Active Directory, AD group? Do we need to have that knowledge?
Yes.
Okay.
In the advanced concept, I'll explain again. The same thing will be explained during the advanced concept. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Are we good? Any questions on this? In the evening session, we'll discuss about the server roles. Okay. There is a section called server roles. We'll discuss about these server roles, and I'll show you how to give access on database level. I'll show you how to give access on table level, and we'll also discuss database roles. Okay. Fine, guys. If no questions, that's it for now. We'll connect in the evening at 7 p.m.
Sharmukh,
Yeah, Balaji, tell me.
Okay, it's like there is a question, but like from the last lecture.
Yeah, please.
When I applied the hotfix, and when I try to uninstall and go to the uninstall, uninstall the updates, it shows the 3 different hotfixes installed. Let me share my screen for the same hotfix.
Have you installed 3 instances with the same version?
No, the same. Okay, let me know if you see my screen.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah.
See here,
There
there are 3 components. All are same only. Here
yeah.
for VSS writer and main, okay, for database engine and browser service. You can see that's why 3. So out of these 3 components, which one is important component do you feel?
The second.
Correct, the middle one.
Second.
Microsoft SQL. If you remove from that, all the other components updates also will be removed. Okay.
Yeah, I tried several scenarios where I
No,
first
you cannot
uninstall
start
this,
with
then
the
uninstall this.
no. First, remove it from the main service. Refresh it. You can see it will be removed from all shared components. Okay. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Any other questions? Right. Okay. So that's it, guys. That's it for now. We'll connect in the evening and we'll discuss other things. Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you, Shannon.
Yeah. Thank you.